Hey everybody, Happy New Year. It's just a few minutes till 2018. Gonna be a good year. Got a lot planned, a lot of trips. Definitely looking forward to this year. Well, it's officially 2018. And I know every year people always say, new year, new me. Nope, not gonna change. It's gonna be the same me. However, financially, a little bit better off. Physically, doing a lot better than I was when I started last year. But the biggest change, we're gonna start doing these trips. Looks like Lone Star hiking trail may not happen. Still got a lot of damage from Hurricane Harvey. But who knows? Maybe we can just make up for that with 2 weeks at Big Bend. Got all my camping and hiking gear, so I can actually start going on these trips. And I'm even getting some money put up in savings, so we can start going on these trips.
Okay, so I know I said 2018, I'm not going to change. But these aren't going to do. Much better. Nope, that's not going to do anymore. Perfect.
It's pretty cold for down here, so decided I'd shoot a what's in my pack video. Let's see. To start,
Here's my pack. It is the Hyperlite Mountain Gear Southwest 2400. Weighs just a little over 2 pounds. I might be wrong on the weight, but this pack I chose. So far, on my test hikes, it's been doing pretty good. I'm going to try it out in a couple days when I go to either Guadalupe Peak or Big Bend. Just a large open pocket. Inside I got a 2-liter Camelback from Platypus. Okay, outside my pack I'll have my SA Fishing Texas flag scarf, baklava. This one I mainly use as my all-purpose tool. Wipe sweat, carry my cup when it's hot, things of that nature. For power, I have a 20,100 milliamp Anker battery pack, coming in at about a pound. It works great because it can charge my phone and my camera and the backup batteries. The backup batteries, there's the charger, and then these 2 little lithium-ion batteries are 1050 milliamp. I also have a third one that's in the camera as well. Then of course, a couple different charging cables that I carry along with. Okay, so for my cup, I have a Tokes 375 millimeter titanium cup. A little bit small. I think I may want to up to a 450, but for now it's been working out pretty well. Then I have a Tito titanium spork. Weighs less than an ounce. It's a spork. It works. Then, of course, have my MSR fuel canister. And for the stove, I've been using one of these little BRS 300, I think it is. I can't remember offhand, but I'll look at that. And weighs next to nothing. It weighs in at around 1, maybe 2 ounces at the very most, but very lightweight and very compact. As you can see, it's just as small as a mini Bic, so it works out real well. What I like is the whole system collapses into this size, takes up next to really no room, and very lightweight. Okay, so for water filtration, I have my Sawyer Mini. I've always used the Sawyer Squeeze, but heard pretty good things about the Mini. Figure I'd give it a try. And then I did not like the Sawyer, the bags that came with the Sawyer. I've popped a couple of them, or I've had holes in them. So I am going to go and give the Vecto 2-liter rubber water filter bag. I'll give it a try. Saw it from Darwin on the trail and a couple others. Thought it looked interesting. And hey, it's only 20 bucks. Let's give it a shot. Problem I had with my the bags from Sawyer was you set them down wrong. A sharp rock could do damage. Here, this bag has a little bit of stretch, a little bit more give, so hopefully that'll be better. For clothes on the trail, I don't take anything too fancy. Pretty rough on clothes, they get shredded. I figure go cheap, throw them away, pick up something new. So I get one extra short sleeve shirt, and then one extra long sleeve shirt. They're both very lightweight, breathable. And then same with pants. I got one pair of shorts, and these are a pair just for when it gets a little bit cooler at night. Yet again, nothing really too fancy there. Okay, so right here I got an Osprey 3-liter bag. I use that bag for smaller clothing items, such as right here. I have 2 pairs of Darn Tough socks, as well as 1 pair of Injari. I don't know. They're the toe sock liners, and then of course I'll have the pair that I wear. Then, to go along with that, I have 2 more SA fishing buckle ups. Now these are actually used for the weather. This one I use it for when it's a little on the warmer side, and then if it's cold up at the elevation, I go with this one. Has a nice fleece lining and works out very well. It keeps my face nice and warm even in strong winds. And then for gloves, you know, finding gloves in Texas was kind of tricky. I didn't want to go online. Managed to find these here, and so far they've been doing really well. 30-degree weather, not a problem with these gloves. Haven't been anything colder yet, but we'll see in a few days. Glasses are very important on the trail, whether it's for dust and wind protection or for the glare. I strongly recommend you get a good pair of glasses. However, I am very harsh on sunglasses. I either break them or I lose them. These right here, No Name sunglasses. I paid $4 for them. So far, these things have lasted me longer than any of my expensive pairs. So, No Name sunglasses that weigh in at 1 ounce, perfect. One subject that nobody ever wants to talk about, but it's an important one. What am I going to do with pooping on the trail? Gotta go. To answer that question, I went with Tent Labs, the Deuce of Spades. You know, it weighs in at 0.6 ounces. Let's see if it looks like it should be durable. I used to use an old plastic trowel, but the thing weighed about 5 ounces, so I figured I could cut some weight. Okay, so for this kit, for hygiene stuff, I have a small thing of toothpaste right here, as well as my toothbrush that's been cut down. Then for my lips, I have sun protection with Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean. Then let's see, for medication, I carry a couple. Carry some Tylenol, some Advil, and then due to my migraines that I keep getting, I do carry a little bit heavy on the Excedrin. So, but that I just don't want to run out of when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I replaced all my Band-Aids for some duct tape. And then in here, I'm not going to open it, but I have a razor blade and a needle, and then of course I have my lighter if I need to use that. Then one set of nail clippers and let's see, some triple antibiotic. That right there, everything for the first aid kit. They're not in my bag, but they're a very crucial piece of equipment I take with. And these are my new Pariah outdoor trekking poles. What I like about them is they're Z-fold as well as they're adjustable. Now let me show you what I mean by they're a Z-fold. Okay, so as you can see, they collapse down into a very small space, which is great for when I don't need them and I can just throw them into one of my back pockets. Then the part that I really like is the adjustable handle right here. Right now I got them set at 120, but I can undo that clip right there and set them up to 130 or down to 115. And then once I got it to the height that I want, clip them right back down. At the end, this is what I'm going to be using for my for those trekking pole shots. It's not what I want, but it works for now. As you can see, it's a little overkill, but it'll work. Now, cold weather and rain are two things that most hikers don't really care for, or at least Texas hikers don't care for. So for that, I got a 2-jacket system for cold weather. One that's for cold weather and one that's going to be for wet weather. And then I can, depending on the conditions, I can use a variation of them. Either one, the other, or both of them. For wet weather, I have, now let's see, my REI raincoat. It works. It's lightweight. I like it. Like every hiker I've ever met has had to have their puffy jacket. So I got one as well. This thing has been very good. I've been using a lot with these weird Texas cold snaps we've been getting. So far I have no complaints about it. It's kept me warm. Like I said though, I've only been in 30-degree nights, so I haven't had it tested that far into the cold, but that'll be coming up soon with my next trip in about a week or two. My puffy jacket and my raincoat, both shoved inside this stuff sack right here. Takes care of that. So for my tent, I have these twisted stakes. My tent only needs 5, but I'm carrying 6, just in case. More than likely, I'll probably lose one. Right here, this stuff sack is my food supply for about 6 days. Have tuna, mashed potatoes, a couple Mountain Houses, a couple other things in there. This should keep me going for all 6 days. Now, here's the most important spot, the entire sleep system. For that, I have my Thermarest. I have the Thermarest Neo Air. I have it in a regular size. I've used it once. Felt pretty decent, so haven't actually used it for a multi-day trip. I used to use one of the old foam pads, and I hated it. With the foam pads, I could never get a good night's sleep. So I've gone and upgraded. Hopefully this should go and take care of that and give me a good night's sleep. So for my tent, I have a Lunar Solo LE. I'll put a photo of it up. I was going to set it up today, but it's just too cold to go and just set the tent up in the backyard. We're looking at like 30 degrees right now, and it looks like it's starting to snow, which for San Antonio, that is just not normal at all. So I'm just going to put a photo of that up for you. I have set it up before. I fit real well. When I go out and camp, I think I'll put a little quick review video up when I actually go and set it up and go camping at Guadalupe Peak or out at Big Bend. I had thought about one of these and wasn't too terribly sure. And for size perspective, or size comparison, There's a regular lighter. This is my inflatable pillow. I've used this a couple times now. It is by a company called Riot. I don't know. I found them on Amazon. It was about $9. Super cheap. Figured let's just give it a try. I think I'm gonna like it. And then for that size comparison again, you saw how small it was when it was collapsed. Well, there it is with that same lighter. Only takes about 3 to 4 breaths to fill it up. So pretty good, worthwhile for me. And this right here is my favorite piece of equipment that I have purchased. I used to have an old mummy bag, and I hated it. I felt like I was a prisoner inside the bag. This here is my Enlightened Equipment Revelation 30 degree. I got it in a regular length and a wide width. Now, I was a little worried when I first got it because it is very, very thin, and it is very lightweight, coming in at just under 18 ounces. However, I've really started to fall in love with this thing with for some other reasons. One, I love the open foot box. I can tighten it down if it's cold, or I can leave it open. It only zips up part way, just around the feet. And then we have snaps and clips to keep it closed, as well as straps that hook onto your sleeping pad. I myself usually just leave this zipper zip, tighten up the foot box, and just tuck it underneath me. I haven't used the clips. I have clipped it closed, but I haven't actually clipped it to the sleeping pad itself. That right there is the best piece of equipment that I have got for this trip. Enlightened Equipment did a great job with this bag. So then the few odds and end things left in my bag. I got my waterproof camera case, a ridiculously bright flashlight, and a wet weather bag for my phone. Other than that, that's everything that I will take with me on this trip, outside of what I will be carrying, and that I'll shoot at another time. So there we go. That's everything that goes in my bag when I go on a long multi-day hike. So next up, I was looking at originally going to Guadalupe Peak. However, due to the cold weather snap we've been having, I think I may go down to Big Bend instead. I got the week off, so I got to go somewhere. Thank you for watching, and I'll let you know where we're going. It'll be Big Bend.